welcome to my class. And my name is Athina, and today we'll be working towards a very challenging posture that a lot of people for some reason really want to do. It's the splits. So we're going to start with a few warm-up exercises and slowly work ourselves towards it. If at any point it gets too much, just remember you can stay a step back. Anyway, let's start in a lying position. Just taking a little moment to settle in here. Perhaps close your eyes. Let your feet just fall slightly to the right and the left, your palms resting, facing up towards the ceiling. And notice your breath. Anything that is happening with your breath, perhaps is really fast or already really relaxed. Just take a moment to check in with yourself. Breathing deep to the bottom of your belly, slowly expanding each inhalation. And exhale to get it all out. Belly slowly coming towards your spine. And again, inhaling in. And exhaling, letting it all out. One more. With your next inhale, just straighten your left leg a little bit if it's fallen to the side. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Grab your chin or maybe the thigh behind the knee. So whether shin is what is working for you or thigh, it's the same. Interlace your fingers there and take a little moment to pull that knee gently towards your chest for 3 breaths. And one more. Taking control of your leg with your right arm, letting the left one rest to the side and bring that knee as close towards your armpit as you can imagine. Still being gentle with yourself with that pull. A little bit more. And then bringing it back to the center, taking control with the left arm, bringing your right one to the side and give yourself a little gentle twist. If you want to intensify it, you can look more towards your right arm or maybe towards the floor. If your shoulder is coming off, if your knee is going all the way to the ground, it doesn't really matter. We're just settling in for now. So bring the knee back in, giving a little cuddle with both the arms, swayed from side to side. And bring both the legs up. Stretch them up strong. Maybe flex those feet. Have the toes spreading wide away from each other. And then bend the left knee and lower the right leg down. Again, your choice of getting hold of the thigh or the shin. And taking that knee towards the chest. One more big breath. Allowing the knee to gently fall towards the armpit, using your left arm to help, resting the right. maybe getting it a little bit closer. One more breath there. And then slowly taking control with your right arm, taking the knee down towards the floor and twisting. Keeping your gaze towards the ceiling or gently towards your left. Make your way back to center, knees together. Giving yourself one more little squeeze there. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and start pumping those fingers out really fast. Just to make sure your wrists are starting to get nice and warm, ready for everything that is coming next. And if your feet don't want to just hang there, you can keep circling your ankles, giving them a nice little bit of lotion. Keep moving them. 4 more breaths. 3 more. 2 more. I know the forearms are burning. Same with mine. Just keep going. 1 more. And then bring the knees in one last time. Sway a little bit from side to side, rocking to the sides of your body, and then back and forth until you come to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes here, and if you haven't already got an intention for this practice, maybe set one. This could be a good moment. Okay, come to tabletop. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, as wide as your shoulders. Your palms all the way stuck on the mat, fingers spread wide away from each other. Knees under your hips, perhaps a tiny little bit further away. And as you inhale, lift the right knee off the mat. Come onto the ball of that right foot and stretch your right ankle back, giving you the back of your leg some challenge. If it's too much, you can take little movements here, bringing the knee down towards the mat and stretching it again. Or you can stay consistent, trying to create one line of energy here, from your shoulders all the way to the end of this right heel. 1 more breath. Tuck the toes of your left foot under. Inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale to bend the knee, bring it to the side towards your elbow. Inhale to stretch back. Exhale to the side. Touch the elbow. Inhale back. Exhale to the side. Touch the elbow and let this knee settle. Taking one moment again, checking if these hands are nice and happy where they are. And then with your next inhale, straightening the left leg behind you, coming onto the ball of the foot. Remember, you can take a little flow, lowering the knee, or stay with a stretch. Feeling all the sensations in the back of your leg. Perhaps engaging your quad a tiny little bit, just the front of your thigh, to allow the stretch to get deeper at the back. One more breath here. Then tuck the toes of your right foot down. Inhale to lift the leg. Exhale to create a little circle, bringing the knee towards the elbow. Inhale back. And exhale to bring it to the side. Just touch the back of the elbow. Inhale, one more. Exhale, bring it all the way around. And settle it on the mat. Arms strong. Push your heels and hips close together. Hips going back, 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 back. And whenever you're ready, start lifting your hips up towards the ceiling, stretching the back of the legs, coming onto the toes, and then maybe lowering the heels down towards the mat. Inhaling to lift the heels and exhaling to bring them back down. And again. Last one. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower down as far as they go today. Then inhale to lift, bend your knees, look between your hands, and step your right foot in between your hands. Lowering the left knee down. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale, both hands on the mat. Bring your left foot forward. Inhale to create length in your spine. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to come all the way up. Standing arms up. And exhale to stand strong. Inhale to lift your arms again. Exhale to hinge from your hips down towards the mat. Inhale to look forward. Step into plank. Finding strength in between your shoulder blades. Bring your knees down. Exhale, elbows and ribs together. Inhale for a mini cobra, keeping the chest away from the mat. Gaze forward. Exhale to a down dog. Four more breaths here. You gaze up towards your thighs. Your legs strong. Your arms pushing away the mat. Draw your navel in. Relax your head. And with the next inhale, bend the knees. Look between your hands and step the left foot forward. Lowering the right knee. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale, arms on the mat. Bring the right foot next to the left. Inhale for a little lift. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to bring your whole self up to standing. And exhale to your Tadasana. Let's do the same again, a bit more dynamic. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to create length. Exhale to make your way to plank. Inhale in between the shoulder blades and exhale to lower yourself down in one strong line. Arms and elbows and ribs close together. Inhale for an up dog. Exhale for a down dog. Inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale to bring it in between the hands. This time stay with the knee away from the floor. Inhale to come up into a strong high lunge. But keep your hips low towards the mat. We want here to find length in the back leg, in the front of the back leg. One more big breath here. Inhale to lift up, straighten the leg a little bit, and exhale to bring both hands to the mat. Bringing the left foot forward to join the right. Inhale and exhale to lower down. Inhale, one breath up. Exhale, straight down again. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to make your way to plank. Inhale in your plank, exhale to your chaturanga, elbows and ribs as close together as possible. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, down dog. With your next inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Keeping strong on the back leg, inhale to high lunge. Keeping hips low. One more big breath. And with the next inhale, lift higher up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Bring your right foot to join the left. Inhale to create length and exhale down. Taking a little moment in your Uttanasana. Letting the head hang. If you're feeling like you're very high up, then bend your knees and bring your belly to touch your thighs. Whenever your belly and thighs come together, then you know you're in a good place. From there, you can try to straighten the legs, or you can just hang and relax. Well, as much as you can find relaxation in this posture. Three more breaths here. Inhale to lift everything slowly up. Head will come up last. Bring the arms up. And exhale to stand. With your next inhale, start bringing weight towards your right leg. Inhale to lift the left knee up, away from the mat. Foot is flexed, and you're finding balance in just the right foot. Can you bring the hands up at the same time? Can you, as you exhale, send that right foot back, left foot back behind you, towards the mat? Find length, find your high lunge, lift the arms up, and exhale into a strong arrow pose. Still creating even more length in that front of your left leg. Staying nice and strong there. Your right knee is on top of your right ankle. Inhale to lift the arms one more time. Exhale to bring the hands onto the mat. Lift that left leg behind you. And exhale, bend the knee and step it to the front. Take a little more hanging out time upside down. Perhaps getting the back of your cuffs, reaching your hands back, bringing them next to your feet, in front of your feet, onto your shins. Just find what feels nice for you today. What feels enough of a stretch in your hamstrings. And slowly start lifting yourself up, lifting the arms, and exhaling to stand. Bringing balance to the left foot, lifting the right knee up, flexing the right foot, staying really strong on that left foot. Inhaling to lift the arms, and exhale to send the right heel back towards the back of the mat, towards the back corner. Inhaling into a high lunge here, and exhaling to find your arrow pose on the other side. Staying nice and strong, pulling that right heel back, really stretching the front of your right leg. Finding also strength in that left glute. With your next inhale, lift the arms, place them onto the mat, lift the right leg behind you, and then bend the knee. Bring it next to the left. Inhale for length, exhale to lower down. Inhale, hands up, everything comes up. And exhale to stand. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for straightening the spine, and exhale to find your way to plank. Inhale in your plank, exhale to lower. Inhale for an up dog. Bringing the knees off the mat, staying here. Finding even more length in the front of the body. Opening the chest. One more breath. And exhale to a down dog. Inhale to lift your right leg up. And maybe allow the hips to come on top of each other, opening the hips to the side. Maybe bending that right foot. Bringing the knee as high towards the sky as possible. Bringing the right heel close towards your hip. Here is not really making sure that your shoulders are square. It's more about trying to make sure that your shoulders are square. But do give it a shot. It is possible. One more breath. As you exhale, place that right foot in between the hands. Inhale for one more deep lunge. Exhale, hands on the mat. Lift the right leg, bring it to join the right one. Inhale, everything comes up. And exhale to stand. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to open. Exhale to make your way into plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale down to your chaturanga. Inhale for an up dog. A nice, long, strong up dog. Knees off the mat. Shoulders back. Chest open. And with the next exhale, make your way to down dog. Inhale to lift the left leg. Allow the left hip to come on top of the right. Intend to lower your left shoulder so they're both shoulders in line. And then maybe start bending the left knee, bringing the left heel close towards your hip. Opening hips to the side, knee being like the highest reference point of your body. One more deep breath there. Inhale and exhale. And then bring the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, one more lunge. Staying nice, strong and low. Intending to have a straight back leg. Right heel pulling back. Both hands onto the mat. Both feet forward. Inhale to come up in one place. And exhale to center. Take a little moment to find strength in both your feet, to see how your body is feeling in that straight line. And whenever you're ready, inhale to lift everything up, your gaze, your arms. Exhale to Uttanasana, down towards the mat. Inhale to straighten the spine. Exhale to find your way to Chaturanga. Inhale for an up dog. Exhale for a down dog. Inhale to lift your right leg. Exhale to bring it forward. Inhale to come up to high lunge. And exhale straight towards your arrow pose. Stay strong in your arrow pose, or bring your hands in front of your right foot and lift the left leg behind you, intending to have square hips here. Staying strong in that right leg, bending it a tiny little bit and straightening it again. One more breath. And then placing the whole palm down and lifting that left leg even higher, perhaps pointing the toes or finding the ball of the foot and bringing them up higher and higher until you find your gaze looking at your big toe. Then maybe you can relax your head towards your shin and bring the leg even higher up. See what feels good for you today. And slowly lower that left knee outside your right foot. And take a little moment to sit down. To lift your left arm up. And give yourself a gentle twist towards your right. Inhaling to bring everything up. And a little twist towards your left. Inhale, hands up. And exhale to make your way back to standing. Hands up, gaze up. And centering yourself. Inhale to lift hands up and gaze up. Exhale, hinging from the hips down towards the mat. Inhale, creating space. And exhale, one more plank. All the way down to chaturanga. Inhale for an up dog. Exhale for a down dog. Inhale to lift the left leg. Exhale to place it in between the hands. Inhale, strong high lunge. Exhale, straight to your arrow pose. Stay here, nice and strong, allowing length, pulling the right heel back, perhaps even resting a little bit on this thigh. And find strength there, or bring the hands a little bit further forward on your fingertips or the whole palm. Step onto the left foot, lift the right leg behind you, intending to have square hips parallel to your mat. Right foot is flex. Stay here with a little flow on the left knee, up and down. Stabilize your hands. Perhaps the whole palm is coming down. Start lifting the right leg, pointing the toes or finding the ball of the foot. And start bringing your gaze towards the big left toe. Maybe even resting your head towards your shin. Staying for 2 more breaths there. Nice and active. Both legs are strong. The one up towards the sky and the one on the mat. Engage those glutes. Engage everything. And then slowly bring that right knee on the outside of your left foot. Stepping it onto the mat, finding the foot. Inhaling to lift your arms up and exhale to give yourself a little twist towards the left. Inhale to center, bring the arms up and exhale to the opposite side. Bring your hips in front of you, straight towards that straight, long side of your mat, squaring your feet in front of you, strong. Arms on either side. And take a few breaths, lengthening those arms with the intention of reaching the floor. Bringing the shoulders back. Keeping the legs strong. Almost like you have a wall behind you you're resting on. And another wall under your feet. So they're staying flex. And then play a little bit with pointing and flexing those toes a couple of times. Bring both your knees in. Give yourself a nice squeeze, little bit of a break, so we can move on to the next bit of the flow. Bring your ankles on top of each other, arms in front of you, and find one more plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for an upward facing dog. And exhale for a down dog. Inhale to lift your right leg. Exhale to bring it forward. Almost like we're going to go for this high lunge, but instead place the right hand on the inside of your right foot. If this is feeling too intense, you can bring the right foot a little bit further out to the side so the opening is wider, or you can keep it right in front of you. Lower your left knee down, point the toes back, and stay here, relaxing your neck. We have another few breaths, 5 or 6. So you can choose to be in this place, or if it's available to you, you can lower your forearms down onto the mat, still relaxing the neck. You can make this more intense by lifting your left knee and lowering it down. Or you can just enjoy exactly where you are already. Imagine that the right knee is trying to get close towards you, it's not just falling to the side. One more breath. Tuck the toes under of your left foot. Come back onto the palms. Bring the foot a little bit further in if you have moved it to the side. And then as you inhale, bring weight onto the back foot, onto the ball of your left leg, and start straightening the right one, bringing the toes off so just the heel is touching down. Inhaling to come forward and exhaling to go walk back. Inhaling to the front and to the back. A few more times there. If your mat is feeling too sticky for this one, you can even walk yourself a little bit further forward so your right heel is outside of the mat, in front of your mat. And then slowly walk it a little bit further away. So every time you're going back, the step is actually wider. Then find the widest step you can imagine for now, bringing your hips down towards the mat and tucking the back toes again and bringing yourself as far down as you wish. Perhaps you're finding your splits here. Your back leg is pointing back, right one is pointing forward. And take a few breaths to enjoy your splits. If it's too much for you at any point, you can come onto the side of your right thigh and bring the left knee forward. Or you can enjoy this place for another 3 breaths. Little challenge for the last breath. Maybe bring yourself forward around the right leg. Bringing your chin to touch your shin for a tiny bit. And then come onto the outside of the right thigh and bring your left leg in front of you. Giving yourself one more squeeze before we move to the other side. Cross your ankles again, bring your hands down and find your way back to plank. Inhaling in your plank, exhaling down. Inhale for an up dog. And exhale for a down dog. Inhale to lift the left leg, exhale to bring it forward. You can keep it exactly where it is or move it a little bit more to the left. Your choice. Gently lowering the right knee down, untucking the toes of the right leg, and enjoying this very, very wide opening place. Perhaps you want to have your hands on little blocks if this is too low, or if it's simply not enough. You can bring your forearms down, fingers still facing forward. The left knee is trying to get close towards your body. Don't let it just collapse to the side. You can play with the back knee, lifting it off and placing it back down. Just activating more muscles and then letting them relax again. 2 more breaths. Coming back onto the hands, tucking the back toes and moving your weight back, bringing that left foot a little bit further in, moving your weight back, lifting the toes, inhaling to the front and exhaling back. You know exactly where this is going, so if splits is very accessible to you, you can just go forward, or you can follow this flow, going bit by bit. And then maybe moving the left toes a little bit further away, walking your foot away and further away. Don't let your whole weight be on your right knee. Use those hands. And then perhaps sliding this left foot away, pointing the right one and finding your splits on the other side. If this is too much, remember you can always get out towards the outside of your left thigh. You can always use blocks to help yourself stay a little bit higher. Or you can simply point your toes and enjoy this space. Two more breaths. And if you want to go for this little challenge again, bring your hands forward, chin forward. And then rock onto the outside of your left thigh and bring the right leg to the front. Bring your weight further back, your hips further back onto your mat. Lie all the way down. Bring both the legs up. And give yourself a little break in your waterfall. Three more breaths here. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Lower the left foot down. Bring the right one on top, right thigh on top of the left. Bring both the knees in towards your chest. If they're in one line, it will be easier to access the next part. And then bring the feet away from each other towards the sides of the floor. And then grab the outsides of your feet. So your palms are facing up, going on the bottom of the foot, and then grabbing the outside and pulling them towards your armpits to give your legs a nice stretch. You're probably going to feel this most on the outside of the right leg, of the leg that is on bottom. One more deep inhale and exhale. Bring the legs back up into waterfall for 3 breaths. For 2 breaths. And last one. Lower the right foot. Bring the left thigh on top of the right. Bring them both in, close towards you. Open the feet away. Find the foot, the bottom of your foot, with your palm facing up. And then bring the big toes towards your armpits. Only pull them closer on an exhale. Two more breaths. And do the whole thing. Bring the knees in close. Spread your arms wide and let both the knees fall towards your left. And bring your gaze towards the right. Trying to get the right shoulder down, rooted onto the mat. If you need a little bit of support to keep the legs down, you can place the left palm on top of your right leg. And use a little bit of pressure. Inhale back to center, spreading the arms wide. And exhale to lower the knees towards the right. Maybe applying this pressure again and grounding your left shoulder. Inhale to bring everything back up. Straighten your legs up. Bring your toes towards the space behind your head. So you're reaching with your toes to the floor. Bring your palms close towards you, your elbows close towards your ribs. And without pressing the palms down, let them face up towards the ceiling. Use a little bit of momentum, engage the feet, balls of the feet, finding length, and inhale away and exhale to bring them back. Maybe touch all the way down and bring a little bit of support with your arms behind your back if you're not quite touching and you're a little bit further away, or if you're already there, you can interlace your fingers behind you. Try to squeeze the palms together. Perhaps come onto the nail side of your toes. And with control, placing the palms down, bring your spine down one vertebrae at a time. Then bend your knees. Take a little moment to settle there, to let your spine find space again. Lower your legs and take a little time for your savasana, your quiet space when you allow your body to recover from what just happened. Let your feet fall open on either side, palms facing up. Checking in with your breath again. feeling your belly, enjoying that long breath in it. And whenever you're ready, creating little movements in your fingertips or your toes, maybe allowing your head to gently fall from side to side. If possible, keeping your eyes still closed. If you want to find more gentleness to your day, then slowly turn towards your right, bringing your knees into the chest and letting them fall. Or if you want to be really active and get all the things you've got to do done, then gently roll your knees towards the left, bringing your whole self to the side. And then whichever hand is on top, use it to help you come back up to a seated, comfortable position. Putting your hands in front of your chest, lifting both the hands up towards the sky, and exhale all around you to just find your space for the rest of the day. Thank you for practicing with me. Enjoy the rest of your day.